Hello, we're going to show you how to build a simple boot rack that holds up to 4 pairs of boots with aromatic cedar that you can reload when it stops smelling like cedar.
The perfect device for when your boots are not made for walking. This is a very simple design to store your boots in a very aesthetic way. And it could be aesthetic whether you do the artistic approach like we did, or if you just do straight cuts. Because at its core, each of these posts, it's 5 strips of wood. You could use premium, you can use junkyard, you can use some other third type of wood. It really doesn't matter. We ended up taking a router and making it round and pretty, but it's fine.
This boot holder is a bunch of sticks. You're going to be cutting a lot, but it's all straight cuts and it's easy. It's just a lot of cutting. The cedar chips that I'm using are 5 inches tall. The cedar chips are the whole point of this project. So in order to accommodate the cedar chips, I made the center piece of wood 6 inches shorter than the tall piece.
That's impossible.
6 inches.
Well, these are 20 inches tall for the tall pole. That means this is 14 inches tall. This is 15 inches tall, so 6 inches less is 9 inches tall. That gives us enough room for the cedar chip to go in and still have some room to play. That's what you need to cut. The cedar that we're using are these cedar chips that you hang in your closet with this little wire. What we're going to do is we're going to take the wire off. And that leaves us with a hole in the top. And this hole is going to go into the nail inside the post that will hold the cedar chip up. Then when we want to change it out, we just pull it out and stick another one in. But what size nails should you use? I don't have a clue. How big are the holes in your cedar chips? Find yourself a nail that fits in the hole and holds your cedar chip. Mine happened to be 5/32 of an inch. Kind of an odd measurement, but that's how big it is. So that's the size holes I drilled in my base, and they fit my chips very nicely. So now I can put my chips in and they stay and they're easy to take out.
Take your chosen nail and cut the head off. You don't need that. And then put some notches on the sides so the glue will have something to grip when you glue it in.
Nails have 2 sides. What about this other side? Well, my friend, we have to take the piece of wood and we have to take our drill with the high technology piece of tape and put the hole before we assemble the whole assembly. Otherwise, we will be blocked because it will not be able to go in. This is a major problem. We have to do this first. If you do this second, you did it wrong.
And now we take our big pile of sticks and glue them together.
Glue is plenty strong for what we're doing here, so glue half the strips to the center pieces and let it dry.
The next day.
The glue is dry. Now it's time to flip it over.
Flip it!
Correct. Flip it over and glue the other side.
Glue the rest of the strips to the other side and hope that you don't have any left over when you're done, because that would be bad. You should end up with 40 pieces all glued together and ready to hold boots. Well, almost.
Later.
These posts need to be protected, so I put 6 coats of tung oil on them over several days.
These 8 posts need a base, and I found a great piece of scrap wood we're going to use for that base. The The posts are going to be bolted to the base by these 3-inch lag bolts. That should hold them for most any boot we want to use. And I'm going to use my speed square to accurately measure 8 equidistant points on the base to make my screw holes.
The speed square makes it easy. Just drag it down at 3 inches and you have 2 lines that give you equidistant rows. And then mark 5 inches along each one of those rows to separate the posts. Easy peasy. Next, I use an awl to make pilot holes for the drill press. I love my drill press, but sometimes it can do unexpected things, so better be safe than sorry. And now with everything correctly measured and pilot holed, it's a simple matter to drill all 8 holes for our boot posts.
Holy bouncing boilerplate, it fits!
And now I'm going to use this Forstner bit to make an indentation so that the lag bolt and its washer can be inset on the base. Should I have done this before I started? Yeah, I should have, but oh well. This is where we are.
Fortunately, I was able to correct my mistake and countersink the holes like I should have done in the first place. Then I spray painted the base blue because you don't have to stain everything.
The posts need pilot holes for the bolts, so I'm going to use my never used gauge here to make 90-degree cuts. You don't need to do this, but if you have one of these, they're really nice to make 90-degree straight drills.
The blue paint is dry, so it's probably time to put this thing together. The lag bolts are put in with a drill driver, and you can see those offsets that I made with the Forstner bit work really well to hold those heads completely out of the way. That gives us a flat bottom, which means this will sit flat on the floor and no trash will gather underneath it. An important design consideration. The last step is to put the nails in. Put a couple of drops of glue at the entrance to the hole that you made, and then with a pair of needle nose pliers, put the nail down into the hole. Those little notches you made in the side of the nail will grip the glue and the nail will hold in place. Your nails and cedar chips may be a little different than ours, but we're about 1.25 inches tall for each of our nails, and that works well with our cedar chip. The cedar chip slides right on, and the nail holds it clear of the rest of the post.
If the boot fits.
So that's it for the boot rack with the reloadable cedar.
If you like this sort of thing, like and subscribe. Join us for future videos because we're going to keep building stuff like this.
See you next time. And the cedar is so important. Otherwise, your shoes will still smell when you take them off. The cedar takes away bad smells. Remember this if this is the only thing you remember, that cedar takes away bad smells. This will be on the test later. How do we get it into the other side? As in this side. Alright, I'll do it again.
You know, when they don't smell anymore.
This is, can you angle the camera down a little bit? You can't see the base.
3-inch lag bolts. We're going to set
I always immediately forget.
more glue.
Oh, I had something funny. It's gone. I gotta stop this. The glue has dried. Oh, you know what'd be really funny? If you did the SpongeBob narration, it was like so many days later that we had to hire a new narrator, and then I had a beard.
Oh.
So like to show that time has passed. That'd be so funny. So that's it